Mamma mia! It's some more Bloodborne. Welcome back to this series where we play Bloodborne. It's been a little while. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We have a new build. Clearly, we're using the Beast Claw that we picked up in the Chalice dungeon known as Loran. I remember. And as far as outfit, we're just wearing some Madman wraps, also from a Chalice dungeon. Hintertomb, the lower one specifically, I think. Yes, I remember. So I've started out. I've already dispatched with the enemies here, because one of them, I think something executioner, real pain in the ass to fight, so I just, I wanted to take care of that before we started. It's boss time. Secret boss time. And there he is, right there before our very own eyes. In the last episode, we picked up the item Lawrence's Skull, which is a key item that basically unlocks this boss fight. So, I mean, spoiler alert, it's Lawrence. The first cleric beast. Naturally. I felt it only natural to equip the beast claw, beast versus beast kind of situation. And this is post commentary, by the way. I did actually have commentary that I did while I was playing, but I deleted it at some point for some reason. Oopsie. So now we got some post commentary. But I'll be sort of switching back and forth throughout the episode because this took many takes, and you'll see why in the next few minutes, and throughout the course of the video, really. But anyway, let's do this boss fight thing. Oh my god, where's my hand? My left hand is gone. Wakey wakey eggs and bakey. Some long nails, dog. I need to trim those down. Although I guess I shouldn't judge him for his life decisions. Sorry. Oh, hangover? I feel you on that one. I don't. I've never been drunk in my life. Is my hand still gone? Couldn't tell. Alright, well, there's no need to be so dramatic. Well, here he is. Lawrence, first vicar, flaming cleric beast. Boy, I'm really on it today. So, FromSoft sort of has a history with sort of reskinning bosses, you might say. Particularly in the first Dark Souls, they kind of did something similar to what they did here. The sort of tutorial boss being the demon in the first area, Asylum Demon. He was actually seen 2 more times over the course of the game. One of which was optional. There was basically like a magic variant and then a fire variant, just like in the case of this guy. And he had, I think he had a little bit of a different move set. Well, yeah, there was the sort of fire magic type attacks. And, I mean, same deal here. This guy is very cosmetically similar to the cleric beast, other than that he is on fire. But his moveset is very different, I'd say. I mean, he's still just, kind of slamming all over the place, but all the timings are different and everything, so, being good at one does not equate to being good at the other. Or, I guess I should say, being good at the tutorial boss does not mean you can beat this guy. And here's the first death. Of many, I promise you. So I'm using empty phantasm shells, which basically is like the equivalent of fire or bolt paper, but it gives you a flat arcane boost. And this guy Lawrence is weak to arcane. He's also weak to bolt. I think he has the same defense for bolt and arcane. But that, this is an infinitely usable item, even if it's ouchie. Alright. A little bit much. Anyway, even if this does use up bullets, I just feel better using this and not having to buy a bunch of bolt paper. So as I kind of hinted towards before, this actually took me multiple sessions. I fought this guy probably a half dozen times in one day, put it down, came back another day, fought him a few more times, put it down again, and then finally in the third session, spoiler alert, I was able to beat him. But it was still tough. Took many deaths to get there, but that's what these games are all about. Improvement through death. Wow, I barely survived that. Not looking too hot on the number of blood vials I got. I was thinking... Oh. Yep. Down I go. I was thinking I would be getting kind of annoyed at the mistakes that I made in these earlier runs, but... honestly, can't say I am. And this is just a montage of my demise. Alright, it's showtime. I happen to know that this is gonna be the one. As hard as that may be to believe. I sort of settled into this method of just using the L2 attack repeatedly until that little beast hood meter built up, because of course, If you deal damage consistently, that meter will build up, and you'll basically become a glass cannon. You know, dealing lots of damage, but also taking lots of damage if you do get hit. Yeah, as you can see there, I took a lot of damage there. And the fact that I'm wearing nothing but rags is not helping. In some of my practice runs, I was wearing, super fire and physical damage resistant clothing. Just so I could, get farther into the boss fight and learn all the ins and outs of it. I mean, as you saw before, I didn't even get to the... I don't even know if I got to the second phase, but I certainly didn't get to the third. We're in the second now, where he's just, falling over a whole bunch. He's a clumsy bastard. This dude's got nails in his legs. That can't feel good. And here we are with phase 3. I expected this phase to be really frustrating and difficult, but I actually found it to be not so bad. That's kind of how I found this boss fight to be in general, honestly. I was expecting a lot of misery, sadness, but I don't know. It just didn't bother me that much. I failed a lot, but, I was never mad. Not that I haven't gotten mad at a Souls game, I very much have. I've probably gotten very frustrated with Bloodborne specifically. But in this case, I was totally fine with it. Even though I was trying to fucking film a video and I needed to beat him. All in good time. And this vomit thing, not too difficult to avoid if you're close to him, and then, you just need to make sure you don't get too far behind him, because there's a pool of lava behind him too. You just gotta be careful about the swipes. It's not too difficult. See, I was right in front of him there, and I still managed to dodge out of the way. Look at all of that lava, dude, my god. Oh, we're getting there. We almost got him, boys. Oh, getting greedy. Come on now. So close. Fucking 3 blood vials over here. Hey, got him. Yeah. What a relief. It's like fucking Tums? There's some kind of stomach relief thing, antacid, that have a little jingle like, oh, what a relief. Yeah, whatever. We beat the Cleric Beast. Whoop-de-doo. Big excitement. I'm gonna hand it off to Present Joe? I don't know. Take it away. Okay, so what do we got? Beast's Embrace rune. Let's take a look. Alright, so this is our final Oath rune. I think this is actually every single Oath rune in the game. Yeah, I think that's about right. I may be forgetting one. Anyway, this one says, after repeated experiments in controlling the scourge of beasts, the gentle Embrace rune was discovered. When its implementation failed, the Embrace became a forbidden rune, but this knowledge became a foundation of the Healing Church. Those who swear this oath take on a ghastly form and enjoy accentuated transformation effects, especially while wielding a beast weapon. Now, I mentioned sometime before that there were a couple of oath runes in the DLC that, I don't know exactly what I said, but they alter your appearance, and this is one of them, along with the milkweed, which we'll be seeing later. But Beast Embrace, we're actually going to put on right now. We are fully beast now. This is something that, whenever the game first came out, people found the Beast Claw, and they saw that it transformed you partially. They found things like the Beast Blood Pellet, which I think says something about it invigorates one sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoric feelings alike, and you have like this beasthood meter, and they're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, we're gonna get to turn into a beast at some point. But before the DLC, the extent of it was what you were seeing previously. But now we're full beast mode, which I think you can even wear clothes with it as well. Kind of cover up your beastliness, but why would you want to do that? I guess hats don't show. Also, I kind of cheekily switched to old hunter gloves because the gloves don't show. Oopsie. They have pretty decent fire defense and defense overall. Anyway, this actually changes the moveset of the Beast Claw, which is pretty dope. Let me switch out. I also switched out some of my runes. So let me get some stamina back here. So yeah, this is a little bit different. A little more ravenous. And the R2 actually combos now. The L2 is actually that. Then you got things like this. That's pretty fucking fun. It even changes your dodges and backsteps. It's pretty dope. So with that in mind, let's face the next boss. Back in the research hall. Back at the Lumenwood structure thing. Got the key for this door from defeating the boss of this spot. Now we're gonna fight the boss of the next spot. Now we're in the Astral Clock Tower. So this DLC was initially, in its early stages, planned to be 2 DLCs, but they eventually just merged them, and so that could partially explain why there's just 2 bosses back to back. You know how it goes in game development, stuff gets just shifted around a lot. So now we find this corpse, it seems, just chilling out in this chair. I'm gonna keep the HUD on once again because of the beasthood meter stuff that's still in play here. Also, the watchful eye will notice there's actually blood dripping down from this person's wrist here. But I feel strangely compelled to touch this dead person body. So let's give it a shot.
A corpse should be left well alone.
I'm amazed that she got that close to my face.
Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now. Protect you from your wild curiosity.
Huh. It's weird, I guess. I accidentally did gestures before the cutscene started. Okay, so here we have Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower, who I am also not particularly good at fighting. I think I've beaten her a couple of times, and it usually involves some pretty heavy gun spamming, you know, for parries and such. Oh, there's no charged R2 in the transform mode for this version. Okay, that's interesting to note. Oh gosh. Urgh. So it looks like I actually ran down my silver bullet stockpile in the last battle from using so many phantasm shells, which I will continue to use in this battle because because Maria is also vulnerable to arcane damage as well as bolt damage. Ah! Oh no! Oof! Oh god! Oh, I'm still alive barely. This is not going well. Again, I'm really not used to fighting her straight up. Woo! Oh! Oh god. Dodging all over the place. Oh, that actually staggers her. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Oh! Now she's the one spamming bullets. Ah! Oh, jeez. Oh, no. As you can see, whenever you die, if you have a transformation rune on it, deactivates. It looked like she was staring up at the "you died" text like, what the fuck is that? The run to this boss is incredibly shorter than the one for Lawrence, which I appreciate. Oof. Oh. Hell yeah, I got the whole combo off. Whoa! Ah, too early. Whoa. That's something I'm not used to seeing. Whoa! Trying to get fancy, which is probably a mistake. Honestly, oh, here we go. Phase 2. This is where it gets tricky. I have to remember the timings for those super delayed attacks. Oh, I somehow forgot about that range. Oh god. Ay, ay, ay. That wasn't too bad. Not this time. Whew. Okay, still figuring out the timings on all those. Hiya! Got him. Okay. Oh. Got the timing for that one down pretty good. Oh, here we go. Phase 3. This one's rough. Ah, jeez. I even managed to dodge it, but still fucked up. Yeah! Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, shit. I wonder if I take extra fire damage in this form. That would be problematic. Oh, God. Getting low on vials. Oh! Oh, that last bit of fire got me. So close, too. Dang. Oh, the tracking on that is insane. Full 180. Ah! All right, this is the one. We're back to post commentary, because I had to take a little bit of a break, and just really focus on the actual battle. I didn't have quite as much trouble with Maria as I did as Lawrence, but I do have a little bit more experience fighting her, even if I normally cheese her. Sort of employed a similar strategy, but since I'm transformed using the R2 attack, because that actually combos, just trying to build up my beast meter. Feels really good to get that third attack off, just slamming into the ground, especially since Maria actually staggers. I haven't mentioned this so far, but if you watch Maria as she dodges, you'll notice that she produces a similar effect to the item, the old hunter's bone. Ah? Interesting, no? There's a lot of connections to make with Maria, which people who are very familiar with this game know all too well, but, you know, for the purposes of this series, I'm going to talk about them. But we'll go over that more in the next episode. We'll look over all of her gear, talk about that stuff. Missed the timing on that one. Ooh, it's getting close for both of us. I should really put on some more arcane juice. Like right now. There we go. Oof. I love that attack. It's so good. This phase is pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Fucking blood and fire flying everywhere. Whew. putting in some sound effects, making it interesting. Oh! Another victory in the bag. Victory cry. Everybody's crying and hugging, having a good time. Good job, Joe. Really great stuff. Proud of you. Tossing it back. Oh, wow. I actually did just do that just now, and then turn the microphone on. That was something. Anyway, now that Maria is down, picked up the celestial dial. And it is a celestial dial that functions with the giant astral clock in the Grand Cathedral. I can't speak today. When the dial is held up toward the astral clock, the clock will come to life and reveal a secret to its curious interloper. Alright, so we just need to jockey ourselves into position. Hold that bitch up. Got some more lumen flowers, I suppose, on what almost appears to be a casket that is embedded into the floor here. But it's tough to say. It looks like there's supposed to be writing on there, but it looks unintelligible. But a path has opened before us into a little hamlet. Hamlet, hamlet, hamlet. So you may recall that way back in the Nightmare Frontier, we saw some masts sticking out of the clouds. And here we see yet more masts. So gives credence to the idea that maybe the dreams, all the various dreams that we can experience and travel through, are layered somehow, physically. So, up there somewhere is the Nightmare Frontier, perhaps. Or perhaps that's not how space works around here. Who's to say? Oh man. It only took me a couple more attempts, honestly, to beat Maria. But I was gonna call it quits pretty soon. Some little odds and ends items strewn about.
By the wrath of Mother Goss. Mercy for the poor whistled child. Mercy. Oh, please.
So this is a rather interesting character that we've come across here.
Blasphemous murders, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches. Mercy, mercy.
There's some more dialogue to hear from him, but we will return to him a little later on, another episode. Here we are, we've discovered the fishing hamlet. This area is the last area of the DLC and is by far the most directly Lovecraftian area. Like, I've never read the Shadow over Innsmouth, but this feels like it's if not directly lifted from that, it takes a lot of inspiration from that story and like a few of Lovecraft's other works, and really just brings them visually to life. And I gotta say, I'm into it. This is a great area visually, at the very least. So we've got we're gonna explore this area a tiny bit, and our boss rush is actually not over. We will not be fighting any more bosses that have health bars and titles, but there is one more rather difficult enemy we'll be facing today. And that was it. Just kidding. Oh good, we're getting blood vials. I definitely need those. How many do I have right now? 6. Alright. Dirty Harry style. Gotta remember how many I use. Is it Dirty Harry I'm thinking of? It's some kind of John Wayne movie. That's not even the right name. Oh boy. Got all these bodies covered in what look like slugs or bugs of some kind. And they're glowing. There's also just a whole lot of muttering going on, possibly from within the houses. Of course, all the houses are empty. I'm not sure if that's like a limitation of how much they wanted to render in the game or an artistic decision. Oh good, more blood vials. The game knows how difficult Maria is to fight. I guess I gotta go down to the one-handed version and get a backstab here. Blah. Barrels full of fucking something. I don't know, dude. Can't get to this up there. Got a blood gem, which I don't think is actually better than any of the other stuff we've got. We'll take a look. Physical attack, 9.1%. Thrust, 10.9. I guess if you're using a thrust weapon, that's a little better than the 18% gems. So, there you go. Okay, so we got this. This is a thing that we have to deal with now. And that's actually coming from, I guess I'm not actually super sure. I think it's an enemy, like a living creature that's projecting those. Maybe if I attract this guy's attention, I can investigate a little closer. Alright, come on. Oh god. Got a little lost there for a second. Yeah, it looks like it's another one of these another one of these fishing hamlet dudes. Although it does kind of just disapparate. So, maybe it's a projection of some kind. Don't know, never thought about it too hard. Hold on, let me just equip some Molotov cocktails for no particular reason. This guy is sheepishly luring us over here. Prodding us just enough. Oops, until his friend comes out. Uh-oh. Did that work at all? Uh-oh. This is problematic. Oh, I forgot I was in transform mode. Okay. So that would be one of the enemies I was referring to earlier that are very difficult to fight. Oh. That's why I've always hated spears. Actually, more so I hate them because in Dark Souls, enemies hide behind shields and use them so they can simultaneously stab the shit out of you and not take any damage from you. No. No sneak attack. All the blood vials. Give me all of them. Alright. So we can actually go down into this well, which we will. We're going to save it for the moment. So what I was trying to do earlier was blow that guy up with those bombs that were set up. You know, that's very much a trap that the game lays out for you to set on that guy. But for whatever reason, I guess the spacing just wasn't quite right, so it didn't work. Some various items in here, mostly blood gems of various sorts. Honestly, nothing too amazing for me. But it's stuff. It's stuff to get, you know. Okay. Okay. I kind of, well, I'll just grab this. I want to see if I can just not aggro those guys on the shore. I probably will end up doing it. But I just want to walk up this trail, maybe, mind my own business. Okay, that guy's coming along. That's fine. Obviously, there's another trap over there with bombs that is meant to harm you as opposed to help you. But here we got a shortcut. There's that lamp we just found not too long ago. I apologize if this is a long-ass episode, but I'll do my best to trim it down. If you're very careful, you can spot this guy before he pounces on you. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't realize he was going to be so resilient. I can't remember if you have to mash the shoulder buttons to get out of that one, but I always do. There are just certain grabs in Souls games that you can mash buttons to get out of, but not all of them, and it's not always clear which ones are which. This guy is not happy with this corpse. And how could you be? He stole Simon's clothes. Got another chunk. Very cool. Alright. How many blood vials do I have? Oh yeah, I have to fucking turn the HUD on. 16. Alright. That'll do. And actually, I'm going to leave the HUD on for this because this is also going to be very difficult. Do I have any bone blades? Boom. Okay. So this is... this encounter is very infamous for its difficulty. You'll see why in a second. So we got, where the hell is it? We got another one of these guys up here, but also there's a second one. You gotta fight two at once. And this one's got a goddamn anchor that he fights with, and he's an asshole. So if you remember, oh god, if you remember what the bone blade does, it should be pretty obvious why I equipped it. Oh god. There's death number one. Heh. Oh. Well, he sure doesn't like me. God, the delay on that is insane. Oh god. Ah. Oy vey. Alright. I think I can get the timing down for that. Oops. Oh, God. I managed to fight that other one, no problem, but the guy with the anchors, just so rough. Oof. Uh-oh. Getting low on blood vials. Ah! God, not that it matters. Ugh. Alright. Oh, alright, well. Yowza, man, I could just never get the timings on this guy down. Ooh, he's got my timings down pat, though. Huh. Oh, I almost dodged it. Oh my god, that... It is insane how long he does not swing. I can't. I cannot do it. I could beat Lawrence 6 times before I beat this guy. Okay, come on, come on. Yes. Fight for my amusement. Okay, this is good. Fight back. Fight back, Anchor Boy. Okay, now you can stop fighting back. They both missed. Ha! Oh no, did it wear off? Oh, it wore off. Well, that's great, isn't it? Oh god. No. Oh my god. I hate you, dog. I'm dead. Okay, see? It says so. Basically, whenever I think a combo has ended, there's one more hit. At least. Oh, God. So lucky that missed. Man, if that first Shaman Bone Blade had lasted, like, maybe a second or two longer, I'd be home free. Whoa! Oh shit. Fuck. Shit, fuck. Shit, I am fucked. Fight each other, fight each other, fight each other. Ugh. Zero blood vials. Oh my god, I fucking did it. Okay, head for our troubles, we get the Maria's weapon, Rikuyo. Happy Hanukkah. Oh my god. Fucking out of here, dude. Hey, we're back in our old spot. Okay. Whew, Jesus Christ, this was a rough episode. This episode I had the most trouble getting through by far. Oh my lord. But we did it, for God's sake. We got through it. So what's the next episode look like? Well, for me it's going to be a lot easier, I'll tell you that. Next episode we're going to be exploring more of that fishing hamlet area. Going to be getting probably most of the way through it, I'd say. And the rest I will leave it to your imagination. For now I'm going to go cry and take a nap. So I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take it easy.